7:39 on your Wednesday morning. Those drivers going the speed limit, the driver we have here likely does not. Texas Motor Speedway and IndyCar drivers are showing their support for law enforcement and this year's Indy 500 champ. Alexander Rossi is joining us now to talk about Back the Blue Night at TMS. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to town. Glad to have you here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So let's talk about what's happening today, because I understand you're going to be passing out some tickets to law enforcement.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Texas Motor Speedway and the Verizon IndyCar Series, with our return to the Speedway next weekend, we wanted to do something, obviously, and it's great that we're able to show our support for law enforcement and for first responders and have them come out and join us for the evening. And
all of them are going, anybody who wants to, that's a member of law enforcement can come to the race coming up next Saturday, which is really neat. Also noteworthy, Fort Worth officer Matt Pierce, who survived being shot 7 times in a manhunt last spring, is going to be the Grand Marshal, so that's something that's going to be happening. And talk a little bit about your involvement in all of this and what it means for you to kind of thank these law enforcement officers.
Well, it's great for us as drivers, but also for me personally as an American, to be able to understand, growing up in the States and understanding what law enforcement and police officers have done, for our country and for my personal life. So it's a great thing to be able to give something small back, and something that we love to do is drive race cars, and to be able to share that passion with people that are very important to our country and society is a great honor.
It really is, and I think that they're going to have a blast out there watching. For people who are not familiar with the IndyCar Series, Rossi is a rookie and won the Indy 500 we're talking about men and women who do this year after year after year, and you come in your first time, win the race. How has the series treated you? How has it been since then?
Well, it's definitely gotten a whole lot busier, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't really think anyone was expecting it. I definitely wasn't expecting it. I mean, you go into a race with the goal of winning, but for the Indy 500, especially the 100th running, it's not something that you really allow yourself to believe can happen. So it did, and it's an amazing thing, and it's given my career a whole lot of other opportunities that I never saw coming.
Yeah, and IndyCar wasn't your initial goal, but so far, do you think you're going to stick with IndyCar for the foreseeable future?
That's the main question at the moment, and I mean this time of the year in what we call the silly season, it's always difficult to know exactly what you're going to do, whether it was IndyCar or another championship. I think everyone's kind of shuffling around and finding out where they're going to end up, so hopefully I'll have a clear direction and answer in the next couple of weeks.
The winner of the Indy 500 usually has a pretty bright future ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm fingers crossed for sure.
So before this race was rained out, and so you're kind of starting over. How does that work when everybody regroups here next Saturday?
I don't really think any of us know. It's a little bit of a strange situation. Obviously, the race started, and then because of weather got canceled. So when we come back, it's going to be a different track for sure.
Right.
And we have a very, very short practice session leading into the resumption of the race. But the great thing is, we all know our way around here, and it's an awesome racetrack, and it's actually very important now in the championship fight. So this has become a very, very key race for us. It
creates some intrigue. So, we're definitely cheering you on next Saturday. Thank you so much for coming on. So I want to remind our viewers, the Firestone 600 and Back the Blue Night at Texas Motor Speedway comes to TMS at 8 p.m. a week from Saturday. So it's August the 27th. If you would like more information about the Back the Blue event, or if you'd like to go on your own with your family, tickets are $28, and details are on our website, fox4news.com.